What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan, and in today's video I want to share with you guys the #1 reason why most marketing agency owners fail. Now this might be the reason that's been keeping you from scaling and growing to 10, 20k plus every single month, and this might be the main reason why most agency owners are failing actually, because of this #1 reason. So before I hop into the video and share with you guys all the content, make sure you guys, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to learn more about how to make money online and growing your own digital marketing agency. Then make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell and drop a thumbs up so that we can push this video out to the YouTube algorithms and so that more people can be aware of this #1 reason. And so I see this a lot, guys, is that the main thing with this digital marketing industry is how to get new clients, right? If you go on YouTube, and even with my own channel, the videos that tend to do the best, the videos that tends to get the most views and tractions, is usually the videos that when I talk about how to get new clients, right? How to book more appointments, how to be better at sales and have a higher closing rate, how to hop on more sales calls, how to fill your calendar up with appointments from potential clients, how to use LinkedIn, Facebook ads, how to do cold emails and stuff like that, right guys? That's the #1 thing that most agency owners focus on, and I get it, guys. Like, we need clients, we need to fill up our appointments or our calendars with appointments so that we can have clients paying us. Now, then that's great and all, guys. There's nothing wrong with that. But the #1 reason why most agency owners aren't successful is no one really talks about client retention, right? You see, you can have the best salespeople in place. You can have the best prospecting systems in place, whether you're cold emailing, cold calling, running ads, connections on LinkedIn, whatever it is that you're doing, and that's all great. You can have those systems refined best and consistently sign on new clients, but if you're unable to keep these clients paying you every single month, you're gonna have a really tough time. So there are agency owners out there where they have no problem signing on new clients, right guys? They have great systems in place, maybe they're great, they have a great sales team, they've mastered the cold emails, they mastered the cold calling, and they don't have any problems filling up their calendars with appointments, and they don't have any problems with signing on new clients, right? But the problem comes into play when these agency owners can't fulfill the results, right? Because I've had clients come to me all the time, where they just worked with the previous marketing agency, and they paid, marketing agency a handsome amount of money just to get 0 results, right? So the client drop-off rate is high for some of these other marketing agencies, and they're not able to have that high client retention. So in this video, I want to share with you guys how to have that high client retention, how to make sure you are actually hanging on to the clients that you sign on, so that you get paid every single month. You need to focus on that, guys. That's probably the biggest foundation that you need to cover in order for you to scale your agency past 10k plus per month, and even to get up to 10k per month. You see, my own agency, I don't have a ton of clients, guys. I don't do a whole lot of prospecting. I don't do, a ton of, every single month. We're not doing a whole lot of cold emails, cold calls, and having a bunch of systems in place to sign on new clients, right guys? I actually don't have that many we don't sign on that many new clients every single month. But that's because the reason why I'm able to run an agency doing multiple 6 figures is because of my client retention. Most of my clients that have signed on with me have stayed on with me ever since I've started my agency, and that's probably 2+ years, right? So my client retention rate, if I know that I can sign on a new client, I'm going to hang on to that client for a really, really long time. So that's something that most agency owners, have trouble doing. So maybe if you're an agency owner yourself, you know what I'm talking about, right? You sign on a new client and the drop-off rate is after a month, 3 months max, right? So to hear, I've spoke with other agency owners, as soon as they hear that my client retention is years, way past the 6-month mark for minimum, right? They're very surprised and shocked by that. And it's because you want to have that foundation built, guys. After you have that foundation built, that's when you want to put prospecting systems in place, so that you can sign on new clients, right? And it's a work in obviously it's a work in progress, right? You want to fine tune everything as you go. But one of the main things, guys, that you want to focus on as an agency owners, and really with pretty much any business out there, right, is client retention. You want to make sure you have you're delivering the service so that the client is happy, they're profit, and especially if you're in a if you are a marketer, you want to make sure that they're profitable every single month. So how do you do that, right? Now, at the end of the day, you know, you might be pitching Facebook ads, you might be pitching Bing ads, flyers, car wraps, you know, to billboards, radio, television commercial, Google ads, Bing ads, whatever it is that you're pitching, it doesn't matter. All right. So I'm not here to burst your bubble or anything. You might have spent, you know, the past 5 years learning how to do marketing and things like that. But at the end of the day, when you are pitching to a potential client, it doesn't matter what type of service you pitch. It doesn't matter if it's SEO, Google, Facebook, Yelp ads. It doesn't matter, right, guys? And the reason for that is because at the end of the month, after they paid you your service fee, after they paid for the ad budget and things like that, the only thing that matters is that when they're looking at their sheet, right, is that are they profitable? So it doesn't matter at the end of the day what you do, Facebook ads, Google ads, it doesn't matter what you pitch, what you offer, right? At the end of the day, all they care about is if they put $1 into you, how much are they making back? Are they making $2 back? Are they making $3 back? Are they making $4 back, right? So depending on how good you are at providing your service, the higher return on investment that your client should receive, right? So that is why client retention is so powerful, guys. And when I first started my agency, you know, I didn't know this. And so I saw everyone, you know, offering Facebook ads, right? So Facebook ads is really simple to learn, especially if you use Facebook Facebook yourself, you kind of are a little bit familiar with the platform and how it works, right? Instagram ads and all that good stuff, right? And so, you know, I offered Facebook ads. I started offering free trials to, you know, potential clients and things like that. And so when I did run Facebook ads for this client, a client, he actually became a paying client, I quickly realized that yes, I was providing leads, and I was so happy about that, right? Like, wow, this is so easy. I just set up a Facebook ad, throw on a picture, write some description, and then link them to like some type of offer, right? $30 offer for a chiropractor or something like that, right? And I was getting leads, right? I was getting my client leads, and I was so happy. I was so ecstatic, and I just felt like, hey, my marketing agency is taking off, right? Well, sure enough, by the end of the first month that I had signed on this client as my first paying client with Facebook ads, he decided to drop off. And I didn't understand why, right? Like, I'm getting you 10 leads every single week, right? This is something that you can't even do somewhere else, right? And so after speaking with the doctor, he quickly told me that these leads weren't great, right? So sure, on paper it looks good, you know, you're bringing us leads through ads, you know, the names are coming in, but these people aren't becoming customers. These people aren't paying them, and at the end of the month, they're not profitable, right? After they paid me my fees, they paid for the Facebook ads, and then cash collected, they just weren't profitable, so they didn't see the value in moving forward with me, right? So that's when I kind of gave up on Facebook ads. And I'm not saying Facebook ads doesn't work, guys. It was just at the time I wasn't, you know, Facebook ads savvy. Now, when I had to quickly make a decision, right? I did some Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and things like that. I did some social media management for a little bit for clients. But none of this is long term if you're unable to make sure that your client is profitable, right? If you're offering a marketing service, they have to be profitable. So even when I was managing social media content, things like that, yeah, they enjoyed it. They enjoyed me creating them content, making the posts for them, super simple stuff, right? But number one, I wasn't able to charge that much. And then number two, the client retention rate wasn't high, right? Because, you know, it became a show for these people. That's what one of the clients told me, is that, hey, we're just becoming a show. We're a circus. We're just showing people what we do, but no one is actually converting into customers, right? And so that's when I took a little step back and I had to think about, all right, how do I get my client retention rate a lot higher? How can I, you know, provide more value? How can I make sure that when I sign a client that they are profitable at the end of the month so that they can continue to pay me, right? And so most agency owners, you know, they like to do the whole 3 to 6 month contract, right? You want to sign them on and you tell these clients, hey, it's gonna take about 3 months for you to see results and things like that. And so with my agency today, we don't do any type of long-term contracts. We do a month-to-month contract, 30-day money back guarantee if you're not satisfied for whatever reasons, because that's how confident we are. And we want to make it as easy, as a no-brainer as possible for our clients to move forward with us. And we know that there are a ton of agencies out there, a lot of marketing agencies out there that our clients can go with. Right, so we want to stand out the pack. We want to show that how confident we are. Number one, 30-day money back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for whatever reason, hey, let me know. I'll shoot you back your money, right? No problems, no questions asked, right? The second thing is getting results, making sure that they're profitable, right? Being able to stand up to our guarantee, to make sure that they don't want that refund, right? So in order for us to do that, we had to figure out a way to get awesome results. And so that's when I shot over to made the switch over to Google Ads. Yes, it's more pricey. Yes, there's cost per clicks. Everything is a lot pricier, I guess you could say, right? But would you rather pay, you know, $20 for a lead that turns into an actual customer, or $3 to $5 for a lead that are tire kickers? The client has to follow up with this lead and this lead doesn't answer their phone, or they forgot that they filled out a Facebook ad form, and it's just wasting time, right? Rather, compared to Google Ads, these leads that we're bringing our clients, they're calling our clients, right? So all the leads that we generate for our clients are all inbound phone calls. And this is something that clients love, right? They don't have time, or they don't want to make the time to call up every single one of the leads that you generate for them, right? So instead, what we do is we generate inbound phone calls. So what we do is the leads, they call our client asking our client to hire or purchase their products or services, right? And this is way much more powerful when the lead is calling our client instead of our client having to call the leads, right? You get the difference here? So by having the lead calling our client, it's already a warm lead, a hot lead, I should say, because they're searching with intention to purchase or hire. And ever since I've made this switch, guys, my client retention exploded, right? So you can call it a Google ad business, you can call it a digital marketing business, because we do offer a couple of different things, but our main bread and butter is running Google ads for our clients. So ever since we made that switch, our client retention has exploded. Every time we sign on a new client, we know that we can get results, and we know that our client is going to stay with us for a really long time. So instead of, you know, focusing so much on how to get new clients, and yes, that is really important, is yes, in order for you to scale, you need new clients signing on, right? But the main thing that you need to focus on is that foundation. You want to build your wall brick by brick, right? You don't want to just, you don't want to just build a wall and not have a strong base. So in order to build your empire, your big old nice wall, you want to make sure that every single brick is in place, solid, right? So every system that you place inside of your business, you need to make sure that you're laying the foundations correctly, and you're paying your dues, you're putting in the time to make sure that it's running smoothly. Now, the bottom of the foundation, right? When you are running your business, you want to make sure that you are fulfilling the service, right? So that's probably one of the first things that you need to have in place, right? And it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. I'm not saying that you have to be a master, a guru, the best at delivering the service to your client, but you want to make sure that you understand that's probably the most important part that you need to focus on before focusing on, your sales team and other things, other aspects and components of your agency. So that's really my take on how to grow your agency, and that is the number one mistake that most agency owners make, right? Is how can I get my next paying client? How do I get a paying client, right? That's like the number one question I get all the time. How can I get my next paying client? How fast can you help me get my next paying client? Instead of how can I focus on client retention? How can I make sure that when I sign on that client, I can keep them as long as possible, right? So I'm not like most agency owners. I don't sign on, 10, 20 clients a month. I'll be upfront and honest with you guys. And I'm at that point where I probably could do that. But every time we sign on a new client, we make sure it's personalized. We make sure that client understands as far as expectations, that we're both on the same page, and that they are getting the results that we promise, right? And we kind of under promise and over deliver anyway, so it works out. So now that we have that foundation in place, as far as my agency, we have that foundation in place where we know we can get results. That's when now I've recently doing, putting more systems in place to prospect. Shout out to my man Dan. He's helped me set up my cold calling system, and we're getting more appointments generated and things like that. So we're at the point where we can sign on new clients because we have that understanding of our foundation, right? So this is where we're laying that brick by brick by brick, and once you're able to scale, all you need to do is put systems in place, automate your calendar to be get appointments set, right? Get your appointment setters in place and things like that. And from here, we're ready to scale. We can sign on new clients, and we know that we can deliver results. We can keep them on for a long time, right? So that's how you're able to scale your agency to 10K, 20K plus and beyond, right? Client retention, super important, something that not a lot of people talk about, I would say. So if you enjoyed this video, if you thought this was helpful whatsoever, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you think that this client retention is not talked about enough, and it is one of the most important things when it comes to running an agency. All right, guys, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to learn how to build your own agency, if you are an agency owner, if you're a new agency owner looking to implement systems for your agency, and you want to work with me and my team and have me personally guide you, walk you through building your agency with you, I'll leave a link in the description below. You'll be able to apply for one-on-one personal guidance with me and my team. I'll have my team implement systems. I'll walk you through building your agency, getting your first clients, or helping you scale your agency. All that link is in the description below. We have a free Facebook group for you to join the community, connect with me, other like-minded individuals as well. Our free trainings, all the resources are in the description below. Check it out, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.